Welcome back, fans, to the last race of Season 2 of the Ultimatum,
where today we find out which of these racers will move on to the season finals.
And if this is your first time here, this is a quick recap of how this event works. 4 racers enter each race. Each racer's positions are chosen at random. Each racer continues until they lose. Only one racer leaves victorious. There will be 4 races per season. At the end of the season, the 4 race winners will race to declare an overall season winner. And at the end of 4 seasons, each season winner will face off to find the Ultimatum Grand Champion. Up first, we have the 1991 Honda Civic EF, driven by Sang Margayan from Perumahan Kopi, Indonesia, where he works as a judge. And his race position will be number 1. Oh, that's a tough verdict for this judge because he's up first in round 1.
Next, we have the 2023 Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar, driven by Danny Trower from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, where he works as a market research analyst. And his race position will be number 4. What a lucky break. He'll be up last in round 3.
Up third is this heavily modified 1991 Mazda 787B, driven by a returning superfan, and the only one with a number in his name. That's right, it's Grateful Sam Cook from Carson City, Nevada, and his race position will be number 3.
And finally, it's the 1966 Buick Riviera, driven by Dirk Anderson from South Cleveland, Tennessee, where he works as a bookkeeping clerk, and his race position will be the only one that's left, number 2. Now here's a quick look at today's lineup before we get these cars up to the roof and get this race started.
Here we are ready to start the last race of the season. Wow! I am excited, Barry!
Probably not as excited as our racers. And in the pole position is the judge, Sang Margayan, in the 1991 Honda Civic EF. And over to his right, in the 1966 Buick Riviera, is our bookkeeper, Dirk Anderson.
All right, let's do this.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off.
Civic through the turns.
Riviera hits every wall in the turn and is smoking bad. Civic gets huge air.
Civic pulls a massive 360.
Wow, let's see that replay, Barry. What a way to start race 4, Barry. One's a tiny Japanese 4-cylinder, and the other a big classic American V8.
And still, they were evenly matched coming down Beacon Hill.
But they didn't stay even long. The judge's nimble Civic whips through the turns like he's on rails.
Unlike Dirk Anderson's Riviera, which banged into every wall like a loose bowling ball.
I bet Dirk felt even more like a gutter ball once he saw all that smoke coming from under his front bumper.
Alternatively, the judge's green Civic EF looked like a green broadbill taking flight.
Looks like a what?
A green broadbill. It's a Southeast Asian bird that's emerald green with contrasting black bands just like the judge's Civic.
Barry, I didn't know you were an expert on birds.
How could I not be a bird expert? Between you and Wild Bob, it's like I'm always surrounded by a cuckoo and a turkey.
Hey! Well, now the judge just pulled off an amazing 360 spin. How about that, Birdman? You know any birds that can do that?
Of course I do. The Wilson's Phalanthrope. It spins round and round in the nutrient-rich waters, creating a whirlpool that stirs up invertebrates for them to eat. And one last bird reference for the judge. With that win, he's flying as high as a Rupel's Griffin Vulture and soars onto round 2.
Back at the roof for round 2, and I am still excited, Barry.
The judge keeps his spot in the pole position, and over to his right is our superfan, Grateful Sam in the modified 1991 Mazda 787B.
All rise, because the court is back in session.
3, 2, 1, go!
Civic leads.
Grateful Sam has horrible trouble in the turns.
The judge has a huge lead.
Sam fighting to catch up.
The judge pulls another 360.
No, he's into the wall.
Here comes Grateful Sam. Whoa! Did you see what he just did? Did you see it, Barry?
You bet I did, Al. But let's tell the fans all about it in the replay.
That was awesome. We haven't seen that move in a while, Barry.
I know. Wait until we get there. For now, let's mention how the judge had a huge lead going down Beacon Hill. And that lead just kept getting bigger because again the judge was able to throw that tiny Civic around the turns in the Sidewinder.
I actually thought in the turns of the Sidewinder would have been where Grateful Sam would have made his move considering he's in a drift car.
But apparently Grateful Sam had other plans.
You're telling me, Barry, it looked like it was all over for Grateful Sam because it looked like the judge had a 3-day lead coming into the jump.
And then out of nowhere in comes Grateful Sam ready to make his move.
Oh yeah, because in the boulevard the judge decided to show off again and do another amazing 360 spin.
But this time it didn't go so smoothly and he went into the wall and his car's emergency shutoff kicked in.
And here's the awesome part. Seeing that the judge was out, Grateful Sam pulled off one of the coldest moves here at the scrapyard. He performed the GT500. And why don't you explain to the new fans what that move is, Barry?
In Race 5 of the now historic Then vs. Now Challenge 2, the legendary GT500 unleashed a maneuver forged in pure audacity. With a dominating lead, he defied fate itself, slamming deliberately into the barrier, whipping into a heart-pounding spin, and surging across the finish line backward in a blaze of glory. When the stunned world demanded answers, he roared with ironclad swagger. I like to win in reverse, so I can watch my opponents lose. And lo, from that electrifying dawn, the unbreakable, stone-cold legend was eternally christened the GT500 in his immortal honor.
And that's exactly what Sam did. Knowing it was all over for the judge, he throws that drift car in reverse and slowly goes down the boulevard to watch the judge's face go from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat. That was a stone-cold way to win.
Well, Al, this tournament is called the Ultimatum, and not Wild Bob's Book Club. And Grateful Sam is doing what it takes to win, and he just passed a sentence on the judge, sending him back home. It's the final round.
Grateful Sam, now in the pole position, has his work cut out for him because he'll be up against Danny Trower in the 2023 Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. And that car looks like it could outrun a spaceship.
You're pretty close, Al. That Cadillac GTP features a 5.5-liter V8 engine paired with a hybrid system. It is designed for high-performance endurance and boasts almost 675 horsepower. So our superfan better be on his game if he's looking to win.
Let's do this!
3, 2, 1, go!
GTP leads!
GTP total engine failure!
Grateful Sam has a chance to win it all!
Danny Trower, on the other hand, is out!
Sam loses it off the ramp!
He's into the wall!
Come on, come on!
He's over the line and across the tires!
Yes! 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 One last replay! Our superfan did it!
Early on, with such a huge lead, it looked like this race was going to belong to Danny Trower.
But he has some sort of massive hybrid electrical malfunction in the turns, and he comes in for a crash landing halfway around the Sidewinder. Does that remind you of any of your fine feather friends, Barry?
Of course! He landed as clumsily as an albatross. But someone else who didn't have too graceful of a landing was Grateful Sam, because we could see from the jump cam that he got into some trouble landing off the ramp.
And even after some heavy ping-ponging in the boulevard, he was able to straighten out and cross the line in reverse. But with the Cadillac stalled all the way back in the Sidewinder, he was way too far for another GT 500.
Well, one thing he's not far away from is the winner's circle, because with that win, he's today's Ultimatum winner.
Congratulations to our superfan, Grateful Sam Cook. And we're grateful to have you as one of our superfans.
And if you would like to sign up to be a superfan so you could see yourself in one of our races, then all you have to do is follow the directions on your screen.
And let's not forget, not only did Sam win today's Ultimatum, but he just secured his spot in the season finals.
That's right. The next time we meet, we'll see all our Season 2 winners compete for the overall season championship. Unfortunately, you and the fans are gonna have to wait for that one. But if you've made it this far, thank you for watching this race. Please leave us a comment and hit that like button if you enjoyed this race. And don't forget to share this video and subscribe to our channel. And be sure to join us next time.
But in the meanwhile, be sure to check out our playlist to catch up on all our other tournaments and events. And if that's still not enough scrapyard diecast racing action for you, go check out our shorts channel and subscribe.